Hey there, third grade. It's time to learn about Greek pottery, and I'm going to teach you how to draw a very famous Greek design as well. So first, let's look at some Greek pottery. The word for clay in Greek is keramos, which is where we get the word ceramics. The clay in ancient Greece was also reddish in color, so a lot of their clay or pottery had red and black themes. The earlier pottery you can see here is called black figure pottery. So the clay is red, which gives it that orangey type of color, and the figures are painted on it in black. And as you look at this, I want you to see if you can find some patterns. The Greeks were very good at using patterns in their pottery and their designs. And if you look along the edges here, you can see patterns along the arms of the vase, and there's also some patterns here as well. Here's another black figure Greek vase, and you can again see the different kinds of patterns that are in the vase. If you look at the bottom, there's one type of pattern. At the top, there's another type of pattern. You can't really see, but going along the top here is a pattern of repeating, looks like horsemen that are a part of that design as well. So this is the last of the black figure pottery that we're going to look at. Later in ancient Greek history, they started to do what's called red figure pottery. So whereas the clay is still red and the fired pot is still red, rather than the figures being painted on in black, they are painted around with black, so the figures themselves are red. But I want you to especially notice the patterns. Not only is there this floral pattern at the top, but there's also, if you look right along this top here, right along the edge, that's what I want you to look at. That is called a meander or a Greek key, and that's what we're going to be learning how to draw. And here is one more example of a red figure pottery. This is, I believe, in the bottom of a large bowl that they would use to hold their drink. You can see this person is actually holding the type of thing that he's on. But again, around the edge is that pattern, that meander, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to draw. I love the meander because it combines two different things I love, art and math. So here we go. So math and patterns. If you look at the top, you're going to see the number pattern that is going to help us to draw this. Now, I'm drawing it on graph paper. If you have graph paper at your house, that's great. You can also draw graph paper. If you practice this enough, you can even do it without the graph paper. But graph paper helps if you can find it or can print some out. So let's look at the pattern first. If you see, it goes 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5. So you'll see it starts at 5, it counts down, it counts at 1, it counts back up again, and then it stays at 5 for 3. So there's our numbers part. Let me show you how the numbers help us to draw this meander. So the numbers stand for how many squares we draw. So let's watch while I do the first one. 5 means I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and turn up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and turn over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's our 5s. Now this is where the meander part comes in. It's going to kind of go in and then out. If you see the next part of our pattern, we're now at the orange. So it's going to be 4, 3, 2. So first I'm going to go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to turn and go 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to turn and go 2, 1, 2. See, we're making kind of a spiral shape. Now we're at the 1s, at the yellow part. And this is the trickiest part. This is where you have to kind of turn your line and come back out again. So I'm going to go 1, 1, 1. It's like making that little L shape. And then you're going to see it goes 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see why I made that spiral shape? What happens next is it goes back up to 5, 5, 5, and then the pattern repeats. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I do that countdown pattern. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, turn around, 2, 3, 4, and then back onto 5, 5, 5. So that's the basic meander. I'm going to trace it over in a different color one more time so you can see how it works. The cool thing is once you get this going, you can make an entire border. You can make an entire line of meanders that just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. So let's try one more time with a different color so you can see how the pattern goes. We have 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, you turn, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, and the countdown is like going into the middle. The ones are like turning around, and then the count up is like coming out. 2, 3, 4, and then back on to 5 again. The cool thing with this pattern is that you can make bigger or smaller meanders if you pick a bigger or smaller starting number. I could pick 4 as my starting number and go 4, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Now I'm coming out of the maze. 2, 3, 4, and then that pattern just continues. So this is a slightly less tricky one. If I had a meander that was trying to take up less space, but I can also pick a bigger number for a more complicated meander. Let's say I picked, I wonder if we can do this. The bigger numbers gets hard, I will tell you that. So I'm going to pick 10, 10, 10. This is where I have to be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, oh man, 3, 2, now I get to turn around. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'm back up to 10 again. That is significantly more challenging, but I encourage you to give it a try. Start with the 5, 5, 5 one. Give it a try either on a piece of paper or on your Seesaw app. I'll have some lined paper for you to practice on. Don't be worried if you have to try it more than once before you get it. But once you do get it, once you see the pattern for how it comes in and out again, you can even start to draw that basic shape, that Greek shape, without the graph paper. This graph paper is just to get you started. So give it a try, either on paper or in your Seesaw app. You'll have some things there to help you get started. Keep that math pattern in mind: 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, over and over again. Be flexible, be ready to try more than once, and I can't wait to see what great Greek meanders you can create.